Good morning, class. Let us continue with the chapter 1. In the previous class, we have discussed up till the topic that is locating a place. We have another two more topic today, that is time zones and Indian Standard Time. With this, we will come to the end of this chapter. So I hope you have gone through the text and whatever has been discussed or explained in the previous class, you are well versed with it. In case of any query, you can get back to me during your clarification hours. As in the TLM, the daily TLMs that is being shared with you, you could see that all the notes, especially from the textual content, not only from the exercise. I am asking each one of you to write the answers which is from the text, and also at the same time, the next class, that is the following day after that particular day, I'm also sharing the answers with each one of you. So do verify. In case of any query, you can get back to me. All right, so today let us continue with this time zones and Indian Standard Time. Page number 9, time zones. A time zone is a division on the earth more or less bounded by 15 degrees of longitude that has a uniform legally mandated standard time, usually referred to as the local time. All right, so time zone has got another name which is also known as local time. Now, like for example, if I want to give you, let us discuss about the time zone of our country, India. Now if you see, like, time is one such thing which is basically defined by, you can say in simple term, it's defined by the sun, as because when the sun rises we say it's morning, when the sun sets we say it's evening, right? So likewise, but if you see one thing in of our country, that is especially the eastern parts, the northeastern parts of a country, like the so-called Arunachal Pradesh, and if you compare that particular state with the western part of a country, that is say Gujarat, for example, you see the time at which the sun rises in Arunachal Pradesh and the time at which the sun rises in Gujarat, there is a time lag of at least you'll find somewhere around 1 to 2 hours. But in spite of that, the clock, the time which is shown in the clock here in the northeastern part of our country, and the clock which is there in that western part of our country, both of it shows the same time. Why? How is that? Because the time at which the sun rises here or the sun sets here is different from that particular place, even though we live in the same country. And that is where this time zone comes. Basically what I'm trying to tell you is that even though there's a time lag of between one of somewhere around 1 to 2 hours, but there is a standard time which is being considered for the whole country, no matter whether it's Arunachal, Gujarat, Kashmir, Kerala, or any parts of our country. Okay, so that is referred to as local time. Okay, the local time of that particular area, that particular country. Now, by convention, there are 24 main time zones on the earth. The time at 0 degree longitude is the Greenwich Mean Time, which is also called GMT. Okay, underline that. So the time at the 0 degree longitude is called the GMT, that is Greenwich Mean Time. And in total, there are how many time zones in the entire world? That is 24. These are for your, you know, key points to remember. Next page, page 10. To complete one rotation, the Earth takes 24 hours, that is from west to east. I hope you are aware about it, the way our how this change of day and night takes place and all. During this rotation, each meridian passes under the direct rays of the sun, and that is how, as I told you, the time zone keeps changing, and why GMT is taken as the main starting point, so that depending upon it, because as the earth keeps on rotating, so that accordingly each country, each area, each region can fix their own time zone as per the convenience of that particular area, that particular country. Next we have IST, which is called Indian Standard Time. It is basically the time which I've already explained to you just a couple of minutes back. IST is the time observed throughout India and Sri Lanka. Like for India and Sri Lanka, the time zone is 1. Okay, and what is the time zone? It's a time offset of GMT plus 5.5 hours, GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. So that means from the Greenwich Meridian Time, we have to add 5.5 hours more for India and Sri Lanka. If you see page number 10 on top, right hand side, okay, on the right hand side of your book, there's a map given of our country and at the same time Sri Lanka, to explain you that how the relationship of Indian Standard Time to the time of the bordering nation. Bordering nation means the neighboring nations of our country. Now, Indian Standard Time is calculated on the basis of 82.5 degree east longitude. Underline. Why it is east? Why not west? Remember in the previous class, I think I've explained you, right? Yes, the location of our country, that is what you call prime. Go to page number 9, locating a place. All right. First, second, third paragraph. Okay, page number 9, locating a place, third paragraph. I will read the second sentence just for a small recap so that you can recall what we have studied. The meridian which are to the east of prime meridian are marked as east degree and those to the west as west degree. For example, India is located to the east of prime meridian. The whole of India is located towards the east of prime meridian. Now let us go to the line which we have read. Indian Standard Time is calculated on the basis of 82.5 degree east, not west. Why? Because the entire country is on the east of prime meridian. I hope you understood. And where does it lie? It is just to the west of Mirzapur. Mirzapur is a place which is in, in the state of Uttar Pradesh. It's near to Allahabad. So it is just on the western side of Mirzapur, this particular place. And based on this, the IST is being calculated. So with this, my dear children, we come to the end of this chapter. That is globe, I believe, right? Yeah, globe, a model of the earth. And see, there are some key points to be kept in mind. Okay, I will just go through those key points. Page number 10 at the end of the text. A globe is a round model of the earth, number 1. Next, there are 5 major oceans and 7 continents on the earth. Next, the equator divides the earth into 2 hemispheres, that's the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Fourth, the lines running parallel to the equator are called latitude or even parallels. Fifth, the line running from North Pole to South Pole are called longitude or meridians. Okay. The meridian passing through Greenwich, which is near London, is marked as the starting line, and that is known as prime meridian. So this is basically, this is a kind of a small summary of the entire chapter that we have gone through, the main key points. So go through these key points, okay, mug it up, but memorize post your understanding, okay, not without understanding. So with this, we come to the end of this chapter. Now we have got some exercise in front of us. That is okay. I won't give you all together, as you may also have some other subjects assignments as well, right? So I'll do one thing for today. Page number 10, question number A, B, and page number 11, question number C, which is just MCQ, multiple choice questions. So this 3 will be homework for you. I'll be sharing the same in the TLM as well. And tomorrow, I mean to say the next class, whenever we have, whether tomorrow or day after tomorrow, as per your schedule. So the next class, I'll be sharing these answers with you for question number A, B, and C. So all of you remember, take it seriously, as some of you, I find, you're not submitting your assignments. Everything is being kept in record, which will be taken into consideration for your future reference. It will be helping us, the teachers, when it comes to your term and examination, for promotional criteria and so on. So please take this online classes seriously and do what has been instructed. Okay, go through the chapter, study well. God bless you all.